What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Jay Dumont bringing you episode 10. We're in double digits of the Let's Nerd with Pathfinder Kingmaker series. In the last episode, we didn't do a whole lot of fighting. We had some fun with the kobolds at the beginning of the episode, and then we went back to Oleg's and learned about Harem and his god, and Octavia and Ragongar. So now we're back here at the Sycamore, and we're ready to head into Sycamore Hall. Don't really know what to expect. But I better redo my formation here. I don't know why Mary's in the back. Do something like this. And see what happens when we come in here. Cutscene, apparently.
Oh, my impromptu rival. You are late, as always. A little advice: never join any races. Speed is just not for you.
The outline of an unknown artifact disappears in the portal, and Tartuccio turns to you. He still looks like a kobold, but seems to think it's useless to keep pretending. What is with this disguise, Tartuccio?
Do you mean the performance I put on for the kobolds? Wasn't this an excellent idea? The poor folks did everything I wanted, even started a brawl with their beloved neighbor mites. I did not even need to make any effort to complete my mission. That is why I will always be a step ahead of you and the like.
Without a doubt, Vice does have its advantages. However, in the end, it always, you hear me? Always gets what it rightfully deserves.
I know you're a Pataxian spy.
But you don't know my mission, and won't ever know because I will never tell you, even for the pleasure of seeing your discouraged face.
What are you looking for here? Why did you need all this?
Don't take me for an idiot. I am not going to tell you anything, even despite the fact that I am going to kill you. By the way, did you know I am going to kill you?
I don't think we need to fight. Let's resolve this peacefully.
We do, dimwit. We really do. You know too much. And truth be told, I am simply tired of you.
You cannot stand against me.
Alright, so he's got a kobold army that we're just gonna rush past. And everyone's gonna charge Tartuccio. Count as magic for the purposes of bypassing armor reduction, so we're gonna just head right in there. Harem. It's going to cast Bane on all those kobolds. On Octavia can just shoot him for that. Let's see what happens. Oh, I paused. What's going on up here? He shot a fireball and it looks like some kobolds got through. Octavia, you run down here. Harem, still casting Bane. You need a little bit of help. Is he disabled? Serious? Where's Tartuk? Did we kill him already? Alright, he's going to take some serious attacks of opportunity. I guess we got Tartu. Don't know why Octavia keeps casting Acid Splash.
Definitely will be.
Let's channel some positive energy here, but I hope it doesn't hurt Jaethal. Let's get her away from it.
Son of blast.
Well, that seemed easy enough. Looks like we killed Tartuk with our charge attacks. Not too bad. First try. What do you have? Restavik Inquisitor's Broken Crossbow. Wand of Magic Missile and a ring. He killed most of his own kobolds with a fireball, which is pretty funny. Very Tartuccio-like. Now we have to tell Keston of his fate. What is this? Scroll of Mage Armor. Scroll of Divine Favor. An unidentified heavy shield. Oh, and there's more down here. Dryad token. A pedestal of some sort formed by tangled tree roots. It seems some long and narrow object rested here until recently. There's no sign of it now. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We all charged Tartuk and pretty much killed him instantly. Seneschal Vagic. Our ally brave, come back. When you go, we defeat kobolds. War not over yet. You tell what happened, treacherous shaman. You find him? Let's tell the truth. Tartuk deceived everyone. It was he who stole the sycamore branch from the kobolds to make war with the mites. He attacked me and he was killed. Now I possess both sacred branches. I know, purple-hide traitor. My queen, I ask that you show mercy and not pursue King Sootscale and his kobolds. They only attacked you because they were deceived by a traitor. The queen shakes her head thoughtfully. Was much death. Hard forget bad blood. But I, wise queen, find other way. No killed kobold no more. Ally, you brave and fair. Be our guest, precious now, always. Alright, we decided the fate of the relics. I think we still have one though. Or did we give both of them away? What's that heavy shield +1? Well, you can equip that. Yeah, I guess both relics have been given. Alright, so that was kind of anticlimactic, but I didn't expect to kill him that easily. But when you have 4 serious martial fighters charging you, I guess there's not much a poor kobold can do, even if he is a shaman. Or a fake shaman.
I'll go ahead.
I tried to pursue a peaceful resolution. Oh, while we're here though, we should head back down. What is this? Old Sycamore Depths. Yeah, let's go there. Oh, can I get there from here? I don't think so. Unless it's down this way. No, that's over here. I wanted to take on those skeleton champions. So let's at least do that before we leave here. Get a little more action in. I have a score to settle. I can figure out how to get there. Okay, back down.
The path is clear.
So I didn't even have to waste any spells, really. If I channel positive energy around Jaethal, I think it's going to hurt her. So I've got to get her out of the way. Tread lightly for what? No reason to tread lightly. We can tread harshly. We've got all the loot we wanted. Sometimes the alchemists have... What is this?
What a sorry spectacle. The treacherous servant of a treacherous king, who in his turn is mere servant to even greater powers. He impersonates a lesser creature and dies. A good joke is a powerful weapon, and a bad one can seal the Joker's fate. So be it. Rise, my unfortunate jester. Your performance is not over yet.
How'd he get in here? Pharasma's followers despise any intervention in a soul's afterlife except for resurrection. Creating an undead is the greatest sacrilege in their eyes. Jaethal, be careful. So I think this is all pretty much cleared out. But we gotta find that secret wall again. Finding that might be a challenge.
I'll go ahead.
So it's going to be a little bit of unfortunate walking around aimless, well, wandering around until we find it.
The path is clear.
We'll get lucky and it's up here. Is this it? I think this is where the giant centipede was, maybe. Yep, the pool of fetid water. And up there is just the frog pond. We're not going to steal the frog idol from the frog worshippers.
Tread lightly.
That'd be kind of a chaotic evil thing to do. Even though it doesn't seem to matter. Stealing in this game. Where am I going? I don't know. What is this? Climb up there. Is this the... What is this? Skeleton champions? Skeletons were up here? Okay. Oh, okay. Right, this is where we fought them.
Let us be careful.
So do we go down here? It's over here. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Time to smash some skeleton champions. Hopefully. I think since then we've got Valerie in full plate +1. Jaethal can disrupt undead. Yes, this was the spot. Alright, so
Speak.
damage undead. Okay.
State your desire.
Get her out of the range there. Heal the living. Let's... Oh, that's going to take one channel away from that, though.
Our duty calls.
So let's just go the old-fashioned route here.
I will grant your request.
Oh, what am I
This
doing?
body holds no more.
What am I doing? Wasting to cure moderate wounds. That's what I'm doing.
I shall not fail.
The end draws near.
Well, use your last one. Alright, so
The path is clear.
Rotus awaits us.
Harem can stand on this plate.
Yes, I'm still here.
Octavia can stand on this one. This wall is going to come down, so Jaethal is going to disrupt undead. She's going to right-click telekinetic fist.
Well,
Request.
He's going to stand here and absorb the blows.
I'm listening.
Mary's going to come in behind with a mace. And Jaethal, she'll just be disrupting undead, which is an action she can always do.
Oh, sorry. Was lost in thought.
Alright. So let's see how this goes. First time around. Bonk. Alright, let's hold our formation here. Alright, she's telekinetic fisting. He can do that. She can go disrupt undead. Sirius can get on the action with his mace. Channel again. Hurting them? Seem to be a little bit. Channel again. Oh, let's get a Miri in here with her mace. I'm damaging Jaethal every time I do this, but... Oh, Valerie's almost dead. How'd I let that slip by? there's only one left, so...
Lost.
Oh, not good. Come on. We can get him. Keep telekinetic fist. Try a magic missile. Boom, son. Enemy's dead. Inscription reads in praise of Taldor and brave warriors of the 5th Army of Exploration. Fallen but remembered in honor. Below is the date, year 2014, age of enthronement. Better be some good stuff back here. That's good. Oh, 50 pounds though? Can we carry 50 pounds? Sure we can. And 30 pounds. Alright, so revenge is sweet. What were they hiding back here? Oh, a Tongi. Unidentified. Unidentified half plate. Good thing we did this. Ivory comb. Dog tag. Remove curse, which is good. Let's identify some of that stuff. So we've got Tongi +1. Can anyone even use it? No. 2 to 7 piercing. And a half plate +1. Heavy armor. Close to leveling up, but not yet. She's proficient in medium. I don't even think she can wear heavy armor yet. He can. But are we going to keep Harem around is the question. Oh, remember, hardy dwarves don't get any bonus, any negative to their speed from encumbrance, so he's still a 20. And we don't really need him for that other stuff. Cool. Jathon, you don't spot anything
I'll go ahead.
hidden back here? Alright, so let's get out of here. We're gonna have to make it back to... Oh nice, outside. Make it back to Oleg's in one piece, where Keston awaits the news. We'll probably level up then. Do some leveling up our characters. Still not going to take the golden toad. Those frogs seem peaceful around it. Don't want to mess up their mojo. And it does kind of tell you it's an idol rather than like a figurine. We could and should probably rest. I'm gonna roll the proverbial dice here. Head to Oleg's. I'm Lindsay, the author of the book you, my dear reader, hold in your hands. I once studied at the Academy of Arts in Pitax, but I decided that a real bar doesn't belong within the suffocating walls of some school. We'll try to tricksily evade any... Wait, you know what? Stop. They said the Shrike River in that nightmare, so let's head down to Nettles Crossing. The soggy remains of a once well-built bridge crossing the Shrike River. The fate of the crossing and its creator, an engineer named Davik Nettles, is one of the dark secrets of the Stolen Lands. One day the bridge was found destroyed, and Davik had gone missing under mysterious circumstances. Alright. Nope.
We should gather our strength.
Yeah, I think we should. So let's come here and see what that nightmare was about. If this is the place to go. We're fatigued and moving very slowly. Maybe we should set up camp. 5 coins to cross the river. Well, to save some time, we'll just use rations. We won't hunt. It will take, resting will take 9 hours. So just use rations. Jeweled rice. What does jeweled rice do? Plus 5 bonus to movement speed for the day. What about haggis? Plus 1 bonus on all saving throws for a day. Should probably save that. And just make a hearty meal. Plus 1 saving throws for the day, but it doesn't take any ingredients. You can always cook it. Alright, let's give resting a shot.
What is it like, being Orgother's Inquisitor? I thought elves who've lived for centuries would value life, not despise it.
Oh, believe me, Valerie. No one values life more than the long-lived. Their own, that is.
Oh, the cook spoiled the recipe. Oh, our dream again. The burning, steaming hot. So what didn't I do? I looked out the window. I tried to open the door. Let's jump out the window. Kicking out the window, Asirius jumped out into darkness. An arrow hit his shoulder and he heard laughter and shouts of triumph. He surged forward to the rope bridge. Reaching the middle of the river, Asirius cast a glance back and noticed that a young man wearing an antlered helm cut one of the ropes with an axe. The bridge began to collapse as its ropes twisted and snapped. And we already heard the rest of that, so... Oh, don't tell me we didn't get any rest.
I'll go ahead.
No, Asirius is still fatigued. Ah, boy. Small house burnt down a dozen years ago. So this must be the burned house. Oh, hello. Asirius, check that. Is this cold? Shocking grasp.
What's that?
Oh, a Miri, nice one.
I did as you asked.
Ooh, another ring. We have a ring of protection +1 and a ring of protection +1. So let's give... I'm going to try to make her AC as high as possible. And I think probably Asirius, even though he's fatigued right now, would benefit most from a ring. Let's slowly trudge through this area.
The path is clear.
Uh-oh. Davik Nettle. The corpse's face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. The hand, clenching a sinister-looking spear, is covered with scabs. Suddenly you feel faint, as if a cold, wet hand is placed heavy on top of your head. Wet hair sticks to skin, and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises inside your head. There you are. Jaethal winces in disgust. So it was you who sent me these nightmares? Gurgling, deep-chested laughter pierces your skull, clouding your vision and flooding your ears. All else becomes muffled as if you're trapped underwater. You shake your head to cast off the apparition. Who are you? Davik Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Bravoid, constructed a rope bridge, built a house, and lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm. The Stag Lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake to the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls. The sound of breaking glass, the bitter cold night air. You are outside. Outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaw of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood, too much blood. Why must I be the one who does it? You feel invisible fingers, cold as stone, draw aside a wet strand of hair from your forehead. Can't you kill the Stag Lord yourself? You see the Stag Lord and his cutthroats trying to build a new bridge here, then running madly away from the rotting monster. The Stag Lord has avoided this place ever since. Very well, I shall meet your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. The drowned man who'd been sitting motionless nods his head. Come later. Take the spear. I would help him even if he wasn't going to pay. He has such a hard life. Well, a hard on death. That must be even harder.
Tread lightly.
So did we rest for 9 hours, or was it like 1 hour?
Let us be careful.
And we're at medium encumbrance, so why are we moving so slow? I don't know, but let's head to Oleg's and then we're going to level everybody up. And then it's on to Bandit Land, where we have approximately 2 months to track down the Stag Lord. I don't know how we'll do it. Should be enough time. First time I completed with being a total noob with about 37 days remaining. So they kind of give you plenty of time here. But I also didn't have to rest a lot to get rid of that dexterity damage and stuff like that. Come on, Lotharia, speed up, man, speed up. Alright, I will BRB. And we are back. Alright, so I recorded the first half of this episode yesterday. And I'm back to record the second half, so we're just going to get right into it. Lumber on in here, we're exhausted. Report to Keston Gares about what happened. Before you stands a heavy-set man with grim, determined features. His weathered face is crossed by several scars, yet they do little to mar his appearance. His gaze is heavy, but he avoids eye contact, as if unafraid of unwittingly sharing whatever burden weighs so heavily upon him. Keston, I failed to capture Tartuccio alive. He attacked me and was killed.
Well, this is not the best outcome, but I think it will be good enough for Jamandi. Take this as a reward for your help. I'll send word to Restov and let them consider how they might return the favor.
Nice. 1,000 gold coins, 480 experience.
Once again, I thank you for your help. I'll remain here until my men recover from their wounds. Meanwhile, we'll help guard the trading post and fight off any bandits should they return. Good luck in all your plans and endeavors.
Thank you, Keston, and yours as well. Alright, so we leveled up. So I wonder if there's a way to arrest Tartuccio instead of kill him, but I didn't see any option for that. So let's go ahead and do the daunting task of leveling up our characters. Guess we can start with Jayethal because we know she's going to be an Inquisitor. And she's going to get Judgment. Starting at first level, an Inquisitor can pronounce Judgment upon her foes as a swift action. At 4th level, the Inquisitor can use this ability 1 additional time per day. So she gets an additional time per day. Alright, she gets 2 2nd level spells and an ability point. Let's see, Wisdom applies to her spells. So I guess we'll give her a point of Wisdom. She uses her Charisma bonus for undead, right? Or was it Wisdom? Alright, so she's good with Perception, we'll give her that. Knowledge of the Arcana. Give her Athletics. She can be our athletic party member. And Persuasion, so she can demoralize characters. Alright, she gets 2 2nd level spells. I've been focusing her on Necromancy. So I think we should get Inflict Moderate Wounds to heal her. And maybe Bone Shaker. You take control of a target living creature skeleton. Has its skeleton rattle within its flesh, causing it grievous harm. The target takes 3d6 points of damage plus 1d6 additional per 2 caster levels. So she is level 4 now. So they're taking 5d6 and a Fortitude halves it. So that is a pretty strong spell. Oh, Protection from Alignment Communal. +2 deflection bonus to AC, +2 resistance bonus on saves. Protection from evil. Communal. $5d6, if they take half, that's still a lot of damage. So 5d6 would be what? 5 to 30? If they have that, they still take a good amount of damage. From Alignment Communal. This is where it gets tricky, because now I have to go back and I want to see Octavia, because we're going to be using her as a wizard. Although I'd like to get her sneak attack up. Her dexterity bonus. So I just want to go through this and see if she gets those spells. So she's not going to get protection from alignment communal. It's not in her domain. Abjuration is not her domain. So looks like Jaethal will be the one to get that. Some religious lore. We're gonna get that. Alright. Boom. Jaethal is leveled up. Let's level up Valerie. So what does she need to become a stalwart defender? Base attack bonus of 7, so that's going to be a while. So she gets a bonus combat feat at this level. So let's get into it. Point of... If I really want to make her a tank, I should go Constitution, but I want to give her some attack ability, even though, well, she's fighting defensively. So let's go to Con, give her 4 extra hit points. 3 points. Not much she can do here. I guess Persuasion. She can demoralize too, right? Let me check that. She can demoralize a person. So Persuasion. Let's put all 3 points of Persuasion. Give her a +5 Constitution bonus. Cigarette went out. If I give her Precise Strike, then that means Amiri, Jaethal, and she if they're flanking the same creature would deal an additional 1d6, but I don't expect her to hit much with her defensive stance because she takes a -4 penalty to that. So maybe we should try. Does she have an armor focus? Yeah, heavy armor. Could give her exotic. Outflank sounds cool. Did we level up Amiri already? Whenever you're wielding a shield, so shield focus is pretty good. It'll give her a +1 AC by the shield she's using, which is the tower shield. Outflank, though, she gets a +4 on attack rolls attacking the same creature. So that would negate her -4 that she gets for fighting defensively. So I think that's a pretty good thing there. So let's give Amiri outflank as well. As a barbarian, she gains a rage power. She learns to use her rage in new ways. Starting at 2nd level, she gains a rage power. She gains another rage power every 2 levels after that. Gains benefits of rage powers only when raging. Some of these powers require the barbarian to take an action first. Alright. She gets a point. Let's make her a little less squishy. Athletics. Nature lore, of course. She's doing good with her perception. So let's get that up there. Doesn't the barbarian get a bonus though to intimidating? Let's try that. 10-foot enhancement bonus to base speed. As a standard action, the barbarian heals 1d8 points of damage plus her constitution modifier. Barbarian attack with abandon at the expense of her defense, +1 bonus on attack, but takes -1 penalty to AC. So she gets 1 extra AC from the guarded stance. Lethal stance. You know what? Let me go back. Does she have... what stance does she have? Is her rage guarded stance? So she can only use 1 stance at a time. And I think I'm going to give her some strength instead. Let her swing that giant sword around a bit more. Animal Fear. While raging, the barbarian gains a bite attack. If used as part of a full attack, the bite attack is made with the barbarian's full attack bonus -5. It deals 1d4 4 points of damage. So does the bite attack so she attacks with her sword and also bites as part of a full attack. Beast totem. See, I don't understand that. While raging, the barbarian gains 2 claw attacks. Let me go back and quick save.
I feel tired.
And I want to see what exactly would happen if I do this. So persuasion, some strength. So 1d6 plus 3, which is her strength modifier. But then she can't get... well, I don't see any dragon totems. I wouldn't want another stance. 1d8 plus 3. You use once per day. Let's see what happens with the beast totem. So let's see how that works. Oh, would I have to go back out in the field to test that? Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reload and I'm going to pause the video and look that up and see what exactly that's about. So, BRB. Alright, so from what I understand, the beast totem for rage, the claws mean that she'd have to be unarmed, so her weapon would be useless. But animal fury means when she rages, she's also going to bite at the same time with her sword and also do bites. So we'll give her animal fury. She'll bite people. That's pretty awesome.
I feel tired.
Alright, I'm probably not going to be using Harem, but I will be using Octavia. Get her going with the wizard, which she gains 3 level 3 spells. So this would give her a 5th first level spell if we increase her intelligence. Or we could increase her dexterity so she hits with her ranged attack, gets a +5 bonus. Ability, trickery, stealth. Knowledge of the world. Boom. It's 2 second level spells and she's good in transmutation, so let's see what she's already got. Nothing as far as level 2, so pretty sure I can give Lindsay Blur. Oh, web. All enemies within a 20-foot burst centered on target creature with long range. Web creates many layered mass of strong, sticky strands. These strands trap those caught in them. Strands are similar to spider webs, but far larger and tougher. Creatures caught within a web become grappled by the sticky fibers. Anyone in the effects area when the spell is cast must make a reflex save. If the save succeeds, the creature inside the web is otherwise unaffected. If the save fails, the creature gains the grappled condition, but can break free by making a combat maneuver check, athletic check, or mobility check as a standard action against the DC of the spell. The entire area of the web is considered difficult terrain. Anyone moving through the webs must place a reflex save each round. Creatures that fail lose their movement and become grappled in the first square of webbing that they enter. So that sounds pretty good. And let's see. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma, +4 to dexterity. I would like Bull's strength. Gets a +4 to strength, adding the usual benefits to melee attack rolls, melee damage, and other uses of strength. But it does not stack with bonuses from belts. This gives a bonus to AC and dexterity. She could use that on herself to become a better bow shooter. Or she could use it on someone like a Miri to increase AC. Let's get Cat's Grace. So Web and Cat's Grace, I think that's good for her. Do a quick save. So let's do Lindsay now and make sure she can get Blur. She's gonna stay a bard. She doesn't get much. She gets 2 second level spells. Charisma determines her spell, so let's get that up 1. She can actually demoralize well. Use magic device and give her mobility. Alright, so we'll give her Blur, 1 minute per level. Subject outline appears blurred, shifting, and wavering. The distortion grants the subject concealment, 20% mischance. Let's give her... Oh, she could have got Cat's Grace, but... I like Heroism, 10 minutes per level. Imbues a single creature with great bravery and morale in battle. Target gains a +2 morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. So this is good for skill checks and also on attack rolls. Ooh, mirror image. Oh, that's personal on her. We don't want that. Reflex negates stun. 10-foot burst. You blast an area with tremendous cacophony. Every creature in the area takes 1d8 points of sonic damage and must succeed at a fortitude save to avoid being stunned for a round. I like that. Attack roll, saves, and skill checks. But how would that affect her Inspire Courage? +1 morale bonus on saving throws against Charm and Fear, +1 competence bonus on attack and weapon damage rolls. So if you get a competence bonus and a morale bonus, do they stack? I'm gonna have to be right back again. Okay, as expected, as I thought, they do stack. So where's her Inspire Competence? Competence bonus on skill checks. So Heroism gives morale bonuses. So as long as they're not 2 of the same type, then they stack. And she can scare people. Let's give her Knowledge of the World. So we're going to get her Blur. So Heroism is morale bonus on attack rolls, saves, and skill checks. So she can use that to get a +2. And then Inspire Courage and Competence. Inspire Competence gives a +2 on competence bonus for skill checks. So that would stack. And Inspire Courage gives a... Oh, jeez. Competence bonus on attack and weapon rolls, so that would stack, but the +1 morale on saving throws would not stack, if that makes sense to you guys. Think I know what I'm doing now. Oh, mobility. So this is a morale bonus, Heroism, and Blur. Boom.
I feel tired.
And finally, Lotharius. Now this is tricky. I'd like to get a level of Rogue to get Sneak Attack. And eventually become a duelist, which means you need Dodge, Weapon Finesse, Combat Mobility, and a base attack bonus of 6. So he can get Weapon Finesse for free. I don't know if he has Dodge already. If he stays a Bard, he wouldn't get any bonuses that level. Except 2 second level spells. So let's just take a look and see what we come up with here. I'm going to try to get his AC up through dexterity, but that is not looking too good. Oh, we'll put it 13 anyway. See, he has +6 to stealth. And does he really need second level spells? I say we get a thing of rogue here, level of rogue. So we'd get sneak attack. If a character can catch an opponent when he's unable to defend himself effectively, she can strike a vital spot for extra damage. The character's attack deals extra damage anytime her target would be denied a dexterity bonus to AC, or whether the character flanks the target. Extra damage is 1d6 and increases by 1d6 at later levels. Additional damage is precision damage and not multiplied on a crit. Character must be able to see the target well enough to pick out a vital spot and must be able to reach such a spot. Character cannot sneak attack while striking a creature with total concealment. Plus he can use the hand crossbow, the rapier, the sap, the short sword, and short bow. He gets weapon finesse with a light weapon, elven curved blade, e-stock, rapier, or spiked chain made for a creature. You may use your dex modifier instead of strength, which we wouldn't want to do that. And he can find half level on perception checks for trap finding. So I think this is what we want to do. Let's get the persuasion. Let's keep his magic device going up. Get the perception for trap finding. Get the knowledge of arcana. So he doesn't... Oh! I just double clicked that. He doesn't get any spells, but he gets... Oh, did I just really just did that? I didn't give him any stealth. What am I doing? What is you even doing, baby? That was my mouse double clicking. I'm gonna start trying to use that demoralized person. See, my mouse double clicks. Blur, heroism. We're gonna have some healing problems. So maybe instead of blur, which I really like, we should get cure moderate. 2d8 points plus 1 per caster level, so 2d8 plus 2. I think we should do that. We're not going to be using harem. The party will be Asirius, Valerie, Amiri, Jaethal, Lindsay, and Octavia. So she better be able to cure.
I feel tired.
I know you do, Asirius. We'll rest in a moment. Get a level of rogue. Dexterity, get that stealth up there. Get that persuasion. Perception. Knowledge, arcana. Use magic device. Boom, so he can sneak attack now. So let's rest. The nightmares should be over since I went and visited Nightmare Man. Anything new to talk to you about? No. Alright, so at this point we see how many camping supplies we have. That's butter. We have 2 solid rests. Oh, we gotta do some trading here. And this Tongi that nobody can use. Let's piercing weapon, but nice critical hit too, 19 to 20 times 3. No one can use exotic weapons. And half plate is heavy armor, which nobody can use. So all those goodies. Now I'm going to sell some of these level 1 1d6 spells. Don't we have a wand of mage armor? Pretty sure we have a wand of mage armor, no? I didn't find that yet. We'll sell that anyway. Scroll of color spray we'll hang on to. Scorching ray is a nice one. Alright, so let's sell some more stuff. Ivory comb, Jasper. Alright, so we've got 1477 now. Is there anything we want to buy? Flaming light crossbow. Breastplate +1. Would be good for Jaethal, so I think we should get one of those. And solid chain shirt +1. Deal. So we've got 1779. So what do we need? Time to do an inventory check. We've got a potion of bark skin, shield of faith, a vanish, another bark skin, and reduce person, another bark skin, and a blur, and a healing potion, shield of faith. Octavia doesn't really need. Much in that category, so we have 4 alchemist fires. Well, we're going to need some potions of cure light wounds. A couple of cure moderate. Glad he's giving us a discount. Some scrolls of cure moderate, so we don't have to rest as much. She's got a blur. She's the only one, so let's get another. Oh no, Lindsay can cast blur. And think we're good. We'll save 700 just in case we need something. Alright, so we are off on an adventure to Bandit Land. Let's check Lindsay's journal. We've defeated our stolen rival. Our bitter rival, not our stolen rival. Was roundly defeated and met his end, but was resurrected for some reason. The riverbed nightmare Davik Nettles wants us to kill the Stag Lord. So we lost much time tracking the insidious Tartuccio. The bandits surely had time to disappear and cover their tracks. So we have a little over 2 months left. We have some errands, moon radishes. Moon radishes often attract kobolds. I think I know where the moon radishes are. We missed a climb check in the old sycamore. Is it worth going to get though? Right now. Should probably head down towards Thornford and also Tuskgutter's lair. Well, Old Sycamore isn't too far from 16 hours from Thornford. And Thornford will take 18 hours. But traveling across this river will be fast, so we'll go to Old Sycamore. Try to get those moon radishes. I know it's a long trip. Let's fight you. Get some action in this episode. What are we fighting? Wild boar?
Victory!
We'll let Valerie, no, let Valerie go in there first. There we go. Now everybody attack.
Look at me, Gorum!
Gorum, girl. Oh no, what are you doing? No, stop that. And you stop that.
Consider provoked.
Come on. Can't hit Valerie, she's too good. There was a sneak attack by Lotharius. Excellent. My plan is working. Oh good, we got meat.
I'll go ahead.
We can make some hearty meals. And 27 XP. But Amiri's nature lore failed, so she
The
couldn't
path is clear.
skin the boar. And I didn't buy more camping rations. It's always something. Waterlogged lowland. Huh, we're gonna have to peek in there. So I think on one of these areas there was a mobility check we kept failing on and it actually killed our party. Yeah, to climb up in this area. So let's try that. If I recall, it was somewhere in the neighborhood of this map.
I'll go ahead.
Up here, maybe? I think it was over here. Aha. Climb the hill. So we'll quick save and hopefully...
It's just not my lucky day.
What?
Esmond,
Applause, please.
Nicely done, Lindsay. And there's moon radishes. Kobold Sentinel. Teacher, ask teacher. Kobold is laying in the middle of the patch, calls out to you. Judging by the sorry state of his scales, he's the eldest of the group. His red eyes squint from the light, and his throat struggles to form words. Our patch, our celestial radish. Yick, radishes. We grew them back in my village. One day while I was reading a book, my pa grabbed it from me and threw it into the fire. Then he made me go pick radishes. It was autumn and the ground was wet and cold and there were worms everywhere. Ugh, filthy roots. Oh, you can send them towards the warg's lair. What are you doing here? Chew the radish, search for secret truth, small and big. The kobolds who are lying nearby answer with a devout murmur, at least those who aren't sleeping. It's like a magical... About that radish. The oldest kobold lifts his head from the ground and tries to focus his eyes on you. Well, I don't need all of it. I will leave half of what I dig out for you. The kobold stopped talking, surprised. The leader's eyes light up with curiosity. Good deal. Must go. So they're all tipsy and drunk off of moon radishes or whatever. Any little secrets, JFL? While we're up here. I'm kind of afraid we're gonna run into something up here. I wouldn't send the poor kobold to the warg's lair, that's just evil. Are we still... No, we're over here. You mean we didn't even have to climb that hill? We could have just came from the backside easily and walked up it? Well, that's something.
I've spotted something.
Good job, Asirius. Token of the Dryad. Nuts. What is this thing? Lonely shambling mound. Why are you lonely? Lab journal. Oh, lesser restoration potions. Chain shirt. Nice. What is this? The body of a woman fouled beyond recognition. Her fingers still clench a torn leather leash.
The path is clear.
Oh, is this her? Mound. Went into the woods, found many roots, pine cones, flowers, and a dead squirrel. Scant little I can make of that. I must consider where I might gain rare ingredients for my experiments. Some damnable raccoons got into the hut while I was exploring the woods, broke all the glassware. The only thing left are 10 flat-bottomed glass tubes, 5 round-bottomed flasks, a couple porcelain mortars, 3 pestles, and the precious spiral. A good thing all the pots are still there. So many good chemicals wasted. Shame. Need to lock everything up in the closet. Tried to finish the experiment today, the one I started at the old lab. Used the lead powder from the master's box. At the crystallization stage, the liquid foam changed color and formed a deposit. Another unsuccessful experiment, and I've all but exhausted my supplies of essential materials. Caught a raccoon with a snare trap, didn't get the bastard to the hut in time. Perhaps I should ask some hunters for help in catching experimental subjects, but I must save money, and besides, I see how these bumpkins scowl at me, as if I've grown horns. Third attempt at the crystallization experiment. Broke the last round-bottom flask. I recall my tutor calling me ham-handed and making me clean up. Perhaps he was right, but he did teach me much despite everything. But why didn't he wish me to develop my abilities? Didn't he want me to learn anything beyond the basic potion recipes? He kept saying I wasn't ready, but in truth he feared the student surpassing the teacher, and for good reason. I shall prove this process works. I'll prove it to everyone. Today an old lady came from the nearby village asking me to make her goats yield more milk. I had to help. I'm in desperate need of money. Oh, why must I spend my time so? Boring, boring, boring. Several pages remain empty, then the writings continue. Observation day 1. I finally got a chance I can't miss. I found a dying elf in the woods. She was barely breathing, and ants were swarming all over her. Who is she? What happened to her? It matters not. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. With great effort, I managed to drag her to the hut, remove her clothes, and hide her behind the bags in the corner. Enough wasting my talents on trifles. It's time for action. Use the largest glass tube from the master's box, the one with the warning. In case of contact with skin, wash off immediately. The doddering parrot of all the standard warnings. I spread it evenly over her body and began my observations. 2 days later, the subject has survived. Had to tie her up and gag her. The moaning could attract unwanted attention. Her skin is changing, but it's hard to determine the precise character of these changes. The early stages of festering, perhaps? The treated areas do smell faintly. 2 days later, the changes continue faster and faster. The epidermis has festered away, the joints are grown swollen, toughed, and calloused, and the subject has a fever. 4 days later, over the past few days, the subject's legs have become covered with mildew and moss. Her fingers and toes grow long and crooked as though she would grow into the ground. I shall move the subject outside. The experiment now demands sunlight. 13th day. The body's changes are so significant it's impossible to recall the creature's original appearance from the way it looks now. A seething growth covers the whole body's surface. Every day I find new kinds of moss, mildew, grass, and other plants. The subject attempts to move, had to immobilize her. I try to make contact, but she utters inarticulate sounds, alike to howling. Might intelligence be restored at further stage of regeneration? 18th day. The subject has grown larger several times. She is now strangely quiet these last few days. I'm beginning to worry. In the end, I see I've become attached to her. She will make me famous. A week later. My living experiment shows all signs of obedience. She's much like a little tree, a magnificent walking tree. She's already 8 feet tall and the child keeps growing. I wish to give her space, more fresh air and sunlight. I suspect we shall need some fertilizer. For now, I only walk her around the woods on a leash. This is the greatest achievement of my career. Soon we'll be ready for a journey to Absalom, and there I'll present my masterpiece. I must think of a name for my girl. So this lonely, shambling mound killed her, but would we be doing her a favor by killing this lonely, shambling mound? Putting her out of her misery? I don't have the heart to do it. Hopefully that lonely, shambling mound finds peace somewhere. But we've got the moon radishes. He didn't say they spoil, right? Those elks scared me. Oh. Mary's a barbarian from the realm of the Mammoth Lords. She's a blunt, a little crude, and doesn't talk much about her past, but her heart's in the right place. I wouldn't have anyone else by my side in battle. Alright, so let's head down this way. And to the Thorn Ford. The ford in the heart of the woods is one of the best places to cross the Thorn River. Most traders and travelers choose the Thorn Ford for passage, attracting bandits to the place as well. So I'm going to save here and call this episode 10, and then start fresh in the next one by exploring the Thorn Ford. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We killed Tartuk earlier. We banged up on some skeletal champions. We leveled up. We found a lonely, shambling mound and some moon radishes. We fought a boar, so that's a pretty good episode. I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and catch you next time. Peace out, everybody.